Some noise and welcome on stage, fantastic James Hutt.
Hello. Guys, my name is James. I am an only child. Have we got any other onlys in the room tonight? All right, enough about you. It was tough growing up as an only child, if I'm honest. I was really close to my dad. We talked a lot. We still talk a lot. My mum, on the other hand, I think the modern word for it is she's ghosting me, which is way nicer than saying she died. I'm getting, awkward over here. This is only going to be awkward if you don't laugh. Yeah, the stuff people say to kids is weird. I was 8 when my mum died, and in a room of this size, some of you have probably heard it, to be honest. People regularly told us that she'd left us too soon. People called her the recently departed. At times, it felt like, to me as an 8-year-old, people were talking less about my mum, more about a fucking train. One time, I shit you not, I heard, please remember, the doors will close 30 seconds before the final departure. Which was awful to hear at a crematorium. Yeah. There were positives. I used it to my advantage at home. Worked out for a few years I could get anything I wanted from my dad by saying, Mum said I could. But a few years later, he put a stop to that shit, by which I mean he remarried. I'm sorry to you. Has anyone in here got a step family? You don't sound happy. So I've got a step brother. I'll tell you a little bit about him. He is 6'6", a doctor, and also called James. Which means, only's in the room, there were quite a lot of you in tonight. Can you imagine my pain? Aged 18, when I went from being the centre of attention in my family to not even the best fucking James. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time with my gran growing up. She was my mum's mum. She did a lot of stuff that my mum would have done other ways. Take me for haircuts, buy me clothes, call my dad a cunt. Oh, you've met him. And a few months ago, she helped me buy my first house. By which I mean I inherited. I'm sorry. I'll make you a promise. That is the last joke where the punchline is she died. Because I am shit out of female relatives. So I guess relatively recently, after Gran died, this will come as a relief to some of you. I started therapy. Thank you. So I get 2 types of reactions when I tell my friends that. Some of them are awkward, honestly, that's fine. The others of them ask questions, which is so much worse. I had one guy the other day be like, oh, cool, bro, what do you talk about? That is the problem. If I wanted to tell you, I would be saving myself £70 an hour. I'm kidding, Dad's paying. I told him it's what Mum would have wanted. Oh dear. Yeah. So therapy's cool. It made me rethink a lot of stuff that I took for granted as a kid. I was 8, I think I said that. Dad told me, he was like, oh, Mum may be gone, but she is in heaven watching over you. She'll always be there. Always watching. Fucking terrifying. It's like Father Christmas, but with added parental guilt. Thank God I was too young to be wanking, because that is a thought that would fuck you up for life. Yeah. So it wasn't the first time that anyone had ever suggested I do therapy. When I was at school, your mum jokes were all the rage. People know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so for those of you who are perhaps a different age, they were jokes of the form, your mum's so fat she can't jump to a conclusion. or you're not going to like this one. Your mum's so ugly, pictures of her hang themselves. I told you. So when I was at school, I made... Thanks guys, my mum thinks I'm funny.